Welcome to 22 Weird and Strange Laws from Around the World. Grab a cup of coffee, take a seat, and enjoy this quick guide. It's illegal to chew gum in Singapore. After vandals used chewing gum to mess with the mass rapid transit system, the Housing and Development Board spent $150,000 a year to clean gum litter. Singapore banned all gum substances in 1992. Anyone importing, selling, or making gum in Singapore can get fined and/or jail time, with the exception of nicotine and dental gums offering therapeutic value. Canadian radio stations must play Canadian artists. The Canadians are a patriotic bunch. So much so that all Canadian radio stations are required by law to play Canadian artists on the airways at least 35% of the time, especially during the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. It's illegal to run out of gas on the German Autobahn. Notorious for having dynamic speed limits that give drivers a chance to travel more than 100 miles per hour, car enthusiasts and speed demons love trips along the German Autobahn. But if you run out of gas, you could face a big fine. And don't even think of walking to a gas station. You'll get another fine for that. Why? Germans believe you have the power to keep your car properly gassed up. So, if you run out of gas, it's your own fault. Walking along the highway is unsafe, as is having your vehicle stalled on or on the side of the road. It's illegal to hike without clothes in Switzerland. After Swiss and German travelers decided to make naked hiking a thing in Switzerland a decade ago, Swiss officials reminded folks that a public indecency law still exists, and you can be fined if caught in the woods in the buff. In 2011, a Swiss man was fined more than $100 for his bare-bottomed walk. It's illegal to feed pigeons in Venice, Italy. With thousands of pigeons descending upon St. Mark's Square and Venice, lured by the tourists readily handing out food in exchange for Instagram-worthy photos, Venice lawmakers officially made it illegal to feed the pesky fowl in 2008. It is said the cleanup from the birds cost each citizen €275 per year. So now the tables are turned. If you're caught feeding the pigeons, you could face fines of up to €700. No shirtless driving in Thailand. Driving a car shirtless is considered offensive in Thailand. Motorists need to ensure they are wearing a shirt no matter how hot the weather or their abs are. Homing pigeons are protected by law in Australia. This bird can travel long distances and can find its place miles away. It was once used for sending messages and racing. The bird has earned a prominent position in the country. So, according to these weird laws, it is considered illegal to capture, injure, or kill homing pigeons. Those found guilty are made to pay a $250 fine. You cannot flush toilets in Switzerland after 10 p.m. The curfew on flushing toilets after 10 p.m. is quite a strict regulation of Switzerland. Everybody better finish their business before the clock strikes 10. A ban on men wearing skirts in Italy. Well, not for everyone. But in Italy, men wearing skirts in public is a serious issue and could lead to an arrest. Swearing or rude gestures. Kenya and the UAE have stringent rules when it comes to offensive gestures and swearing. It is considered illegal to use swear words and make insulting or rude gestures in public. Hold your tongue when angry, or be ready for some prison time or deportation. It is illegal to own more than 50 kilograms of potatoes in Australia. That is the maximum permitted quantity of potatoes one can possess in West Australia at a time. Anything over 50 kilograms is considered illegal, and this weird law states that the regulators can take strict action against it. No mooning in public in the Hellenic Republic. Well, not the real mooning the moon does, but what some troublemakers do. The Hellenic Republic, which is the official name of Greece, considers mooning an act of disrespect and provocation. The country has zero tolerance against mooning, and offenders can be arrested or made to do jail time. In Egypt, it is illegal for men to belly dance. Only women can shake their bellies. The legalization of prostitution in Holland. They have legalized prostitution, and the earnings are taxable. Kissing on trains in France. Kissing is prohibited on trains in France, but allowed on railway stations only if it is done before the train arrives. Mostly, the locals would request lovers to use the designated area near the parking space. A two-child policy law. It isn't just in China. Kerala, an Indian state, has enforced a law to control the population growth. A two-child policy which grants couples the freedom to have a third child, but with a fine of 10,000 Indian rupees. Farting cows. Of course, the law isn't for cows, but the dairy farmers in California are going to have a tough time in the coming years. This weird law states that dairy farms are required to cut down methane emissions to 40% by the year 2030. Destroying currency is considered an offense in Turkey. It means insulting the national flag and could lead to jail time ranging between 6 months to as long as 3 years. Thailand also considers stepping on any currency as an act of disrespect. Leaving the house in Thailand without any underwear. It is legally required that everyone must wear underwear when leaving their house in Thailand. A dilemma for vape geeks in Thailand. The country has a ban on vaporizers like e-cigarettes and their refills. If found carrying these items, they are sure to be confiscated, but some might also be jailed. If convicted, the punishment could lead to 10-year-long imprisonment. Selfie and tattoo rule in Sri Lanka. Taking selfies in front of idols of Buddha or wearing Buddha tattoos in Sri Lanka is illegal. Doing so is considered mistreatment of Buddhist images and is quite a serious offense in the island country. Several tourists have been denied entry for having tattoos. Covering them at all times during their visit is the best one can do, but if it is not possible, they may want to reconsider their visit. Vote or don't. Voting in Egypt is a must. Those who do not participate and vote are bound to be punished with a hefty fine and even a prison sentence. That concludes 22 weird and strange laws from around the world. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe for future content. Thank you, and take care of yourselves. Not just when visiting other countries, but always. God bless.